What up, guys? How y'all doing today? Sky News, lady just said third party call blame other people for their problems. And third party, let me tell Sky News something. Miss beautiful lady. I didn't catch on to your name. I never blame people for my problems. And that never was been the shared. But let me tell you, our government got a job to do, but they also got a job to do to hear each American out. And when we talking about life and we talking about principles and we talk about what goes on in this world, if that's a regular person or a disability, it's their job to listen to what goes on in another human minds, how humans behave in a job. So let me tell you something. I'm always the person to able to figure it out, and I'm able to move different ways to get where I'm trying to go and try to think different. If a job denies me, I always trying to find somewhere to do different. I never blame other people for my problems, but if you got a government that don't understand the principles that what is going on here with the American communities, how can we make things different? Joe Biden and everybody been on this earth longer than me. I'm not 30s, about 34. I'm in that, and everybody been on this earth longer than me. God was on this earth longer than anybody, right? But one thing God had, and the people that crucified God, they had power, numbers, and control. God had numbers and power. He had a little numbers, he had power and vision. But what makes the thing is, we are not learning from those things. God had a little number support him. Now it's a lot of numbers support him. And what they choose to do with it now, what Joe Biden and Trump chose, they choose to take the political behavior of others, advice in that matter. How can you make a difference and you choose to participate with others in that format? How can you make a difference and you choose to pay attention to others? You choose not to hear American. Now, say if I have a government, say if I run a government building, right? And this government building would just be where every American probably get heard out. We work on everyone. We just don't hear everyone decide that they get heard. And this a government building, this is a building that just gonna be what talks about everybody's life. And you're gonna have 50 people working day and night, day and 6 days, 7 days, while other governments do other things, right? And we get the chance to work out each person's life, how to think, because the way they do it, they don't do it well enough. They don't have enough people to do the things that you want to do. I never blame people for my problem. Maybe I ain't blaming them now. You see what I'm doing right now? I'm growing and I'm learning on my own. But out the schools in the environment of these women that want certain type of things they way. So it's a lot of addicted environments that you're around. And like you women on Sky News, they talking about they don't want a man sitting not violent. I done been around women say, "Oh, sure, they want a thug." All right, you want a woman that a man that beats on you. What do you want? And you want a thug? You got to know what type of thug that you want. You got to know. But I don't blame people for my problem. We solve it. I try to maneuver around things like I've been doing in life. But right now, things have been taken too far with Donald Trump and the political problem. The political problem are taking his people's side. and taking certain individuals in society's side and not hearing other people out. And that can be the biggest problem that we have in society, where our own government hear one side of everybody's situation, but the problem that he hears the one that don't believe in God, that like to dictate everybody's career, and these black and these voters, and that they hide amongst people. And that can be the biggest goal in the vindictive of the society, because they like to dictate everybody's career. I don't make excuses. Let me find, hey, you can ask anybody. I always found the way. I don't got time to argue, and I don't got time to put up with certain Americans with society that just want to push their opinion. And God said, I told her civil rights, your vote doesn't mean nothing to me. Your piece of paper don't mean nothing to me, but your spirit ain't right. That can make the problem in society today if your spirit ain't right, and how you treat others and do others, and how you vote and outcast others, and those things with those situations. I told everybody on my live meeting, I don't want these kids to be a lawyer, a doctor, a judge, or anything. I need you to be a legislator. I need you to be a senator. I need you, because if Governor Abbott can't do his job, and Senator Ted and them can't see the bigger picture of what's going on in the communities and in the business and the corporations, how can we make that difference? I ain't trying to argue with you. This interview was going to be a little calm, and we doing the thing to look. I ain't trying to argue with you, but if you talking about those format, Donald Trump and Joe Biden agreeing with the people, God didn't need the people to make the decision that they needed to make. He had his power in his hand. But look what they do. They trust the people more than they trust the sight of history. And we do a statistic of, we go back to way back in America before even hit the 2000s, and we go, how many disabilities got denied of a job? How many disabilities got overlooked in American corporations or businesses? This is nothing that we can understand. And all of these things, where you from? I'm from New Orleans. How about you? But I stayed in Texas. How many people looked over these things? If I come to the UK right now, if I work at one of your business, you'll be surprised at what I can do and what they took me for granted. If I come to your country and Sky News, wherever I work at a business over there, and I work at a store, and I become a regular citizen in your country, you'll be surprised at what I can do, and your people are gonna be surprised at what I can do. I don't mind moving over there and working at a store in your regional, but when you see what I can do, can you understand it? And where America took us for granted, where Walmart and businesses took that for granted. So we can do this. I can come to your country as a regular citizen, and I can get a regular job, and we can play this game. You can see what I can do. I can work at any business that you work at, any business in your country that I can work at, right? But the American got the problem. But when you see my vision, I'm gonna tell you something. When I was having a hard problem at Walmart, when I was dealing with racism at 12, 16, I needed to get the Ticket to Work program to get a better look on my career, because I ain't always the problem. I got the ambition, I got the confidence, I got all of these things in it. But I got a guy from Ticket to Work program. He went up there and they told him I couldn't do it. The black and the white did it. But who they are to say those things in those firms? They got a person in the White House say black people going, they know if you got people in these managers positions that doing those things, how can you understand it? That's the difference of those things, those employment. I didn't even want to go back to that Walmart, but people tried to call my mom and didn't come out there. And you dealing with narcissist black and white behavior. And those things you have to deal with in the concept of that. Right? When I back worked at Walmart, when I went back to the second time and I worked at Walmart, my first one of the Cap 2 management, he was a good guy. And he showed me some things on the computer, said I'm gonna show you how to move around. And then I talked to the manager marketing at Walmart. He looked at me, he was a little mad, but he was shocked because you know what I told him at that time, that marketing manager, that he's a pretty cool. I miss him. I miss him to death. I miss the marketing. I miss him. He was a cool guy. And I told him they kept this stuff from me. Black and white at 12, 16 kept all of this from me. They Charles and the rest of them, the hatred. And I'm like, hold up, thank you. And I told the marketing manager, thank you for this. Like, and I gotta thank the Cap 2 manager. He know who he is. In the back room, I said, hold up. And I dude, you're just teaching me something that Walmart didn't 12, 16. The black and white was trying to stop me. But those are the things with those concepts. But if I move to your country and I get a regular job in your country, Sky News, where you're at, and I show you my ability, will you be the same as American corporations? Will you act the same as American corporation once I show you? Would you be like Walmart? Would you be like American businesses? So if I come in on, I get a regular job. Say if I work at a Starbucks and I come to your country and I get a regular job, and I interact and just be myself, and I can show you what you approve, because they are the problem here. This ain't nothing to compare. My career ain't nothing to compare. But if I come to your country and I get a regular job and I decide if I want to work at a business or a store or whatever that is, whatever I want to do in your country, would you accept those things? Because America, bad misconduct that's going on. And they lied about it in the definition, but God don't lie when he say, I want my child to embrace everything that he's been through, but embrace the negativity from store managers, the negativity from managers and other employees. Embrace that. Nobody wants to come to work every day. You got a negative store manager. Nobody wants to come to work. You got a negative department manager. Nobody wants to be bothered with that type of environment. We want a leader that's going to lift everybody up and that's going to have that positivity impact on every employee. But Charles don't give it. And let me tell you, when I was in orientation, and I'm meeting when I was in orientation, and Charles coming in, this is the man that's at Walmart. There's 5 people on the left, 5 people on the right. One person on the end and another person, and he's standing behind him, and I'm at the end of the table. You got 2 kings at the end of the table. You got 2 kings at the end of the table. He telling everybody what they got to do, but he looking at my eyes with racism. Him and his black management. The spirit of racism is showing. But what can our black people do when they fight for jobs and they gotta participate and they turn against that and they turn against those things? Cause this is an eat world, right? This is a dog eat world out here. They'll say themselves, even though there's racism involved with a white manager and a black manager, they will say themselves because they need it. How can we understand those things in that foreplay or where we trying to go? Let me tell you, I'm in disability classes, but my teachers had me on a high pedestal. I had a job at 14 years old. I'm going to footwork. I'm going to Frisco Mall. We got to talk to people. I'm on the football team. I don't like. We passing Avons out. We selling stuff at other schools to help Avons. We passing Avons out at schools, and those things going to other schools and passing Avon out. Frisco. Let me tell you something. Frisco is the biggest mall, and I haven't been to any other state, but I think Frisco, Texas, got the biggest mall than any other state. Atlanta, but they got a lot to offer in Frisco Mall. When you go in Frisco Mall in Texas, there's a lot to do in Frisco Mall. It's the biggest mall. That's why when I was on Live Me and I was talking to people from Chicago, New York, Detroit, and I asked them in the UK, and I asked everybody, do you got a movie in your mall? Because I just don't like to shop. I like to watch a movie, shop, and I like to have a good time, eat at a food court. So when I talk to people from the UK and talk to people from other countries and all of that, and I talked to a person from Pakistan and literally, and I seen his the way they build the inside the pool area is amazing. Like I was like, man, y'all got a different. Your streets is the same as back when God was on earth, but your inside is the most definitely. And I don't know how they do that when you still got the streets the same, but you're built inside your platforms are different. And the people I'm talking to in Pakistan and the people I have community, and it's still when I get on my other accounts, people try to get me to understand their language a little bit more and all the rest of those things. To understand their language and things. Like literally the concept of those things. I got a friend that I met. She always wanted to come to this country. She got a boy. She said we was gonna be friends, and that's why I always tease. I met her off Poker Chat, and I've been talking to a lot of people from Chicago, New York, Detroit. Shout out to Bambi. You know, I want to meet her because I was I really want to meet her. And right now we going through Dallas lives right now, and that's stopping me from meeting the people that wanted to meet me in California, LA, and off of Live Me because of Boosie and Yellow Breezy and Birdman and everybody involved in Houston lying. So that's putting me in a situation where I talk to everybody about the blueprint in California and LA, and they're like, I seen a lot. New York got some talent, not just in with music, with artwork and picture work. So if I come to your UK and I come to Paris and London, I'm not just going at a shop. What you got to offer, like your food and your food court, the movies, how big your movie theater is. And I be talking to people on Big Live. I want like I'm a movie fan. I'm a Twilight fan. I'm all of these things. I'm a Marvel fan. I'm Notebook fan. The Game of the Thrones fan. Friends. And I've been talking to people in China. Like they got some China movies that's been like in different parts that. Now I've been talking to a lot of. So those things is the most qualifications of those things, right? So we just understand that, like, but right now we got Boosie that's trying to ruin somebody, and I made a lot of promises to California, LA, and those things are not gonna come true because of lies. Like when I'm on live me, and you gotta understand when I'm on live me talking to some people, one of the things my friends, my homies, everybody I met on different platforms, they would get mad at me when I get on other people and I holler at a girl and say he would back off. But let me tell you, if I'm talking to another woman, a woman that each woman instead of trying to get attention from others, and like you got to keep your head in the game sometime. If you trying to talk to people and keep your head in the game, like my homies, like, and I met a lot of people off of Live Me and Live Me. Shout out to New York, Bandy, and a lot of other people, Chicago, and all the rest of those things. And I had a good time on Live Me. We talked about spiritual stuff, and me, Bamboo, all us and different people from Chicago, and all the rest of these things. We sat up there and we just had a good time, and everybody would like it didn't matter if they was black, white, Mexican. We all had that conversation. But if you got an artist like Boosie that think he's the biggest, and he think nobody else can connect with each other, how can we understand it? And I know people got mad at me on Facebook that thought I was in a relationship. And I had a lot of people add me and they say, you with your gangs. And I had a lot of people in New York and everybody from other states. I know what everybody, you playing too many games and the conflict. But you got to know they got other mindset that's going to try to play the games with you. And I got to make sure this is here. So when everybody telling me from different parts of the states and they add me, and people from New York and Chicago and all over, and women say, "Oh, you got games, huh?" But that's not the thing that I'm trying to explain here. That when I'm talking to people, I'm not with my games. I'm not in that relationship. But you got to think the devil can come at you in many ways in the spirit to trick you. And everybody's being manipulated by those things. How can you make things perfect? So how can you understand those things and those matters, right? So I had to like to understand it. Like New York wanted me to make it. Chicago, California, everybody wanted me to make it, but like I had to really understand like and we had a problem with my relationship. We talked about stuff, and we talked about I had to talk with some people and others on Live Me about the experience that I had at Walmart. We doing inventory. I come in there happy as hell. All right, it's 12 o'clock one night. I'm working at Walmart. I ain't never did this before. And it's like, oh damn, I'm happy. I'm really like, when I got off, I went, took a nap, went straight to sleep, and I'm ready to come in and learn this new thing. I'm ready. I'm like, oh man, this is a serious matter. I'm telling you, it's something that you never did before, and you happy of learning those new things. And I'm like, I never did inventory. So, and that was the most greatest thing I loved about it, that just put a smile on my face. And I kind of like, man, I'm coming to go straight home and lay down. And this employee, he watched me, I watched him do it, put the merchandise in the thing, and then he watched me do it. Then he want to say, I'm gonna look after myself. I said, you don't just give up on somebody. You figure out what is the problem and how we can make things better. And like he want to focus on himself and Jessica and trying to manage everybody while he stay in his little condo as a department manager. I'm like, Jessica gotta maintain while you just stay in your little condo and stay by yourself. And we looking at him like everybody in the deli. Jessica gotta manage everybody while he don't got no leadership skills. Because if you talk about being, oh, what my bad say, a leader don't act like that when you're doing inventory. Just don't give up on somebody. And he stood right by me. After I watched him, he stood by and he just wanted to give up. I said, hold up. You standing right by me while I put the merchandise in. And we got a few things wrong. Why we don't see what is the problem? What I'm typing in wrong. You just don't give up on people. And these managers are doing, these people, it's their ego and the way they act. I don't have to lie. I can get the camera at the Justice Department, get the camera right there with the black manager. I don't have to lie about it. Like the little Sagittarius. So when I'm talking to people and I'm growing that bond and just understanding, but people right now it's about to be wrong. I talk to people all over the globe, and right now America is lying about it, and like Dallas is. I got a problem here, like a fiction problem in Texas right now. This is really getting out of control. I got a fiction problem in Texas. A fiction was going on, and right now, and all of these things. A fiction problem going on. People got a fiction problem going on in Texas. So if you think I'm calling you about my problem, this is Sky News. And P. Diddy said it takes time. Everybody having problems, but I've been networking for a long time. I've been doing this. When you go up my street, they're gonna talk about me in that format. People are living in a fiction world. So those things. But people in other countries, UK, wanted to be on my team with this music idea, and other people say, I want to sign to your label. I want to sign, and I'm trying to figure out payroll. I want to be on your team, and then I got payroll that deal with foreign countries and deal with payroll that deals with that. So I have a problem like when we talking about dealing with payroll, and I had to like, all right, you got people that want to be on my team with an idea, and you got Americans Texas lying and other people causing conflict. And Boosie making it bad, because I talk to people in California, Detroit, but his lines, when he had like he the only one that could become famous and be something, and like he the hardest, and not all of that simple as that. It's not all that simple as that, guys. And not all that simple as that. So it's hard to get to the people. Now, how I'm going to get to the people in Chicago and New York that I talk to, and this person ruined that's conflict. And Boosie lied. That's conflict. So I don't know how my plans are going to go where at with the music building, the ideas I got with the many other projects, and this person is causing conflict and lies, and people are not being honest about their behavior in this matter. And New York got a lot of talent. Brooklyn, shout out to them, man. Like Queens and everybody. Shout out to the many people I talked to. And things, man. And shout out to Cali. You know, they know who they is off of Live Me. They know who they are off of Live Me. So off of Live Me and Big Live and the rest of them. I'm like, I got somebody that want to be on my team, and he's from another country, from the UK and other countries. How can I understand to stay on the mission that I'm on, for we can build this up and create? And it's not just about music. It's the ideas I'm coming out with that's gonna put hip hop career is at loss. This is about everybody culture is about to be ruined here. This is about radio stations not going to be able to survive. And this has got a lot to do with apartments, condos, and all the rest of these places. Not just a music building and music mansions, islands with other artists on there buying. We're going to buy property with nothing on it. 500 Degrees was my best album by Lil Wayne. And if Lil Wayne ever do, if he ever do, yes we can. If he ever do a rebirth of 500 Degrees, the rebirth album of 500 Degrees, he have Bun B on it, he have Cash Money, Young Money, he have and everybody, they can do like a 4 double edition. Like when, like, say this, Juvenile dropped 400 Degrees. Wayne dropped 500 Degrees. Everybody had a thing where Hot Boy Twerk was supposed to drop 600 Degrees. BG was supposed to drop 700 Degrees. These are artists that were supposed to drop things with Cash Money as an artist at that time, but never got the chance to do it because they didn't stay in the label enough. Right? BG was supposed to drop it, right? And we can understand those things, but imagine we doing 500 Degrees and everybody got island. This is a music effect. I have a club on my island, a movie theater. This is something that's gonna be more. This is properties. The thing is, with this idea we have with this property, we're going to see crimes go down. And all these gang members have to do is protect their islands. This is for everybody in community, but we have to lose a lot to understand where we're trying to go. You don't want nobody coming and taking your property, right? Nobody not trying to tell a gang that you can't bang your rag, but let's have your own island with it, and your own property island, your own island with it, and keep your property up. And you don't want nobody, and people got to realize shit, you don't want nobody taken from you. And we got to realize we don't want nobody taken from you, right? Come on. You see, they got a lot of problems in this situation. They got a lot of problems in this situation. They got a lot of problems in this situation. We ain't gonna talk about that, because if she got the nerve to write a book, stop letting other men making you feel like that and be with your man because you care what other people think. Women got this stuff all twisted up, guys. You make yourself and confident. It's the same thing with men make it, like women, because y'all seek attention from others and you need other advice, and the conflict of it. Like women are this something. Women are something like women are something. It is your fiction. You care what others think, and you need their attention. Why a woman make you talking about a man make you feel incompetent? No, your attention is on others, and that is the problem with that situation where the humans are being confused at. I'm like, hold up. For number one, you need to stop that right now. Hold up. I gotta put her on this. For number one, I gotta put her in this because she didn't took it too damn far. You didn't took it too far. You didn't took it too far. Like literally. All right, I want to say something. What's her name? What she talked about? Welcome to her book. Why do men make her feel incompetent? Let me tell you, you seek attention from others. Your behavior from others make you feel incompetent. The domination of intimidation of others. Stop letting other people make you, and stop seeking attention from others. Stop letting other be in your world dictate the way you want to go in life. I always had you talking about why men did make you feel incompetent. Stop letting people make you feel like you got to be a follower to be recognized, to take advantage of you. And as a woman and as a man, I never let nobody. I'm gonna tell you one thing what people don't know about. When we talk about loyalty and relationship, test loyalty. My loyalty is closing my mindset off to you. You have my business, but you don't have my spiritual love. You get my business energy, but you don't have my spiritual love. And I don't see nobody else. And when we're talking about relationships and we're talking about other things, I'm gonna give you my different type of loyalty that I stand for. I give you the business, but my spirit love is for a woman that deserves it, that love, that quality, where I won't ever but cross that line. Is me and her. I don't see no other women in my world. It's a song. So, and people get mad because my mind is physically closed off to you. My spirit is physically closed off to you because of my loyalty and love for someone. So you can't get the best of me because somebody else is getting the best of me in the bedroom and they get all of me. And you got to understand in relationships, those are the things that I feel as loyalty. I wouldn't even notice you. I would be like, I would just be sitting there like, that's loyalty when you don't notice anybody else in the room. But even if you ain't with your woman, you don't, even when you ain't with your woman, you don't notice anybody else. You don't notice anybody else. If your woman, if you gone from your woman for a day, when I was at in CFB and I was going to Newman Smith with Demir got girls kissing on him. I ain't got girls kissing on him.
Lil Boosie in high school with first baby mama Nita Funny must watch 17 minutes. Go to channel.
No, I did not want to do that.
News 2 weeks ago. Play video.
No, play no video. Nah, I didn't want that to happen. That just popped up on there. That just popped up on there, but I wasn't actually talking about that. I used to be in Newman Smith CFB, and I used to wait. I couldn't wait to just go home and just get ready to meet her and see her face. And like that made me the happiest teenager ever, like just to go home and see her face, like literally. I see other people kissing on other people, but like when I leave school, yeah, I can't wait. I see everybody else kissing on the mirror in the gym, and I can't just wait, like literally wait. And that was the most, because we have a song, "Me and You Against the World." There's a song. I don't see nobody else because I don't see nobody else. I don't see nobody else. That no woman can ever get between it because her image is in my head. No other woman image. Your beauty mean nothing. Your looks show nothing. When I look at you, my woman image, her pictures already in my head. Nobody else. You would get my business, but my spiritual love, I would block that from you. I would block those type of vibes and energy away from you. Because I want my woman to get the best of me. I want her to see the quality that's in me. And I want to just be more for her. And I don't want anybody else to understand it. Like when I was a teen, like I had to go through that stuff. Like I don't like, even when Mirza had friends on that, like I don't want nobody else's attention, anybody else to have her attention. So I used to just no, let me say some stuff. I don't want nobody else to have her attention in that room. And that's just the type of person I am with her. Now I say my little sarcastic things because like you gotta know how to say things towards people, even though your girl love you. But I feel like when I say some sarcastic thing, it makes me feel like I'm just getting more love from her and more affection from her. Because we gonna say some stuff. Your teenager girlfriend love you even when you're growing up, but you're gonna say some things that's gonna tick her off and it's gonna agitate her. But I know when I say some sarcastic, and when I get her attention, that make me like it feel like I'm more loved and more appreciated as a like. And I ain't meant to do those things to just saying sarcastic. And I have to learn how to just say stuff. I live and learn from my relationship, and not to be sarcastic and say things and understand those goals and the direction of how I can tick my relationships off. And trust me, I didn't tick a lot of people off. Like literally. Um, but those are that I was in school, and at the moment somebody has something else going on, and I know that the time. So at the time I started venturing out, she had stuff going on, but inside her family, and I was still in school, and I started talking to this one person, and this bus driver always asking me about her. Hubert, I've been knowing your sister when you were a kid. What that girl that you always be on the bus with? Like, cause he got me from Newman Smith. What that girl you that you be on the bus with? And cause I when she went to Creekview and then I pay her cell phone bill. Her mama don't have a cell phone, so I'm younger and I'm doing that. Her mama don't have a cell phone, but her mama not getting her a cell phone. But I'm paying her cell phone. I'm still in school. Don't get it twisted. Like I'm still maneuvering around things, and I'm at another. People don't even know I'm still in school, so don't get it twisted. At the same time, and those things. So her friends get mad because, all right, you got your boyfriend buying your cell phone, got your cell phone. He makes sure your bills are paid, and that's what Tanner was digging and like really, and all the rest of those things. So I made sure if I'm as a teenager, even when I'm a teenager, I made sure my girl's friends are just taken care of, uh, whatever that is, so I can do my part. So that's the main thing for a teenager. You grown up teenager, for you can do your part in the matter. So those things happen. So those are the things that we have to understand in those format. But when you going through stuff, and I have so many responsibility as a kid, and people don't know, like even when a person named Kevin, we went to thing, he's at the football team helping out turn the football team, and I have to hang out with him when we got to Boost Mobile, and I'm going with him to turn the thing. And Kevin, he go to Turner. He's helping out the coaches, and and Kevin. Let me tell you, Kevin knows me, and he knows that if I was like 50, he knows me. He knows when he'll be going through something. And his brother tried to go at me, and I was like, hold up for a second. Kevin knows me. Kevin knows when I get on my feet, and he meets me. He knows me since Mary Grimes. So, and I'm still a Newman Smith student. Don't get me wrong. I was just on the thing, and he knows me, and he know I just saw Kevin, and he know. Don't get your brother at him because he know when I'm on my feet and on my feet. Kevin knows when I'm on my feet, and how his brother came at me. He don't know he worked at the car wash at Addison, and he know when I'm on my feet, and he knows. I'm like, you really don't know your brother like you know your brother. Cause your brother see me many times, and he know when I'm right. If I'm right, I'm right, and I'm gonna get him. That's just the bottom line with that situation. But this little Mexican brother here in Dallas, it just, I'm like, hold up. You don't speak for them, right? You don't speak for them. But a woman gonna make you feel like when you stop paying attention. This girl, stop paying attention to others. How can a man make you insecure and you seek attention from others and businesses? And I know we gotta do business with each other. I know those things, and that can be the biggest conflict of the situation between manipulation and how men treat women and how women treat men. And those things have to understand it. But let me tell you, our government got to take responsibility for their part in certain areas in the community. Because if you understand the power that's in you, how can you be greater than you ever was? So she write a book. But you making yourself feel like that because how you let others present you in life and determine which way you want to go in life. So we got to understand that. But nobody should be walking around having a manager speaking negativity about somebody in the store manager in the business and other people behaving themselves wrong. I do not want a store manager and a support manager that got negativity in them. I do not want that type of stuff, man. Nobody want that type of stuff. Your manager is supposed to be positive. Your store manager, your night manager. None of them supposed to be saying negative things and lying, trying to lie on you and make you feel like you ain't less. It's the jobs. It's the American businesses is the problem. And I'm watching Sky News. It's the American business. It's the bosses and charging them with their bad. I didn't witness it, bro. I didn't witness misconduct, like not sexual, just putting people down and making them feel like they more superior and making people feel like they would never be successful. And nobody wants to deal with all of that. That person, I walked off on him, and I don't regret nothing that I did. I do it again in a hurry. But one thing I'm not going to let Joe Biden and Donald Trump do is let Walmart and these businesses and these personalities win. That's what I'm not going to do. And right now, I'm fighting for his minds, for minds from Social Security. I'm going to tell you one thing, Miss Sky News. I remember Miss Lee. I'm going to tell you, I'm at my local office. This was in 2018, and Miss Lee, I'm sitting up there at the other Social Security office on when you get the Social Security card. We got one side and got another outside. I met Miss Lee, right? I met her. This is a true story, right? And I'm sitting down with my open relationship, right? And she goes off on me, and she says something that she made me, it rubbed me the wrong way. Now, I'm cutting you off. You got to know. But I'm mumbling under my word, and I said, And I said, hold up. And I looked at her. And then the other guy teamed up on me. And I said, hold up right fast. I'm not going to let nobody tell me what I can be and what I can learn. We about to stop that right now. We about to stop that right now. And these people think they got control of this situation. I had to file civil rights on Joe Biden, the local government in Dallas, and the state of Texas. And I had to, like the Supreme Court, hear everybody case out each year. And they have their arguments, right? So I had to file civil rights to make sure conflict don't want to happen with other Americans and dictators in that man frame. And they got to my case. They heard my everything I got, they got to. People need to come to work and feel like they're happy at work, not miserable, not knowing what stupid things your manager gonna say next. And that's the truth. I want a positive store manager. I want a positive manager. I don't want a manager or store manager. Oh, you'll never be nothing. Oh, you got like I don't want that type of leadership around me. That's bad business. And I've been know my value, but these business took my value for granted. But Sky News, if I come to your country and I work in your business, they been know what I can do. But it's the American businesses and the society. When I worked at Walmart, I'm gonna tell you, and this is not every customer, because this is where Dylan Miller want to start conflict. Him and his people want to start conflict. And I want him to hear me right there. Because I want him to hear me, because this is where people would try to start conflict at. And this is where people trying to start conflict. I want him to hear me right fast, because I'm pro Walmart in there. And this is where other people was trying to start conflict. When I was in the deli, a customer saw me trying. They came in with their teenager that you'll get it, keep trying. But why customers with their teenage daughters and their teenage, why they coming in there positive, and you got employees that's saying racist things? But you got certain customers that giving you that confidence that you need. You trying. But why the employees with the behavior? And it's the truth. Customers with their teenage daughters. And it makes it bad on others, because you can't seek out the narcissists and the good people. And that make it bad on others, where the narcissists and the other people, and it just don't have to be white, it can be black and white, and they can be mixed in with the good people that believe in God, that believe in seeing your value and seeing what you are. And I had some customers in Walmart with their teenage daughter, Huber. I see with their little daughters too. I see you trying. I see you. And you got managers acting up. And you got some other narcissists or customers with Xavier coming in, and he's jealous because my old friends, Tabitha, come in there hugging me, say, Hubert, we miss you. And he rolled his eyes with jealousy. Like one of Sabina's family member came up in there like literally. This is not about, let me tell you something. One thing we have to know when it comes to business or relationships, anything out those formats, This is not about confidence. This is about ego, and people are putting people down, and managers and other employees teaming up with the different mindsets and want to control the narrow of it. Let me tell you something. I want to tell you this. Say, this is the mirror, and I'm in the middle. I'm the remote. I'm the remote, right? And this is Sabina, right? Sabina said something good about me, right? And the mirror said, so what in the front? I see Sabina's spirit, and she get kind of disturbed. Like you paying attention to your jealous. Grow up, man. Your jealous cousin, grow up. And nobody wants to be bothered with that, man. Like your spiritual, wake up in that format, man. Nobody wants to be bothered with Mirza. Look, when he found out that I was with her, I like, hold up. Y'all were, hey, that I get a disability. He said, with a bitch. When he found out I get a disability, I've been getting a disability. But if y'all think y'all gonna take advantage of that, that's the problem. Only Sabina knows. Sabina knows. I told her, she probably forgot. She probably forgot. He didn't know. But Sabina knows. She probably, it's been a while. But I told her, because all of this stuff that's going on, what happened with MO3, and they lied, and the woman from Facebook and Mirza lied to me, and they say Birdman sent him a message, and all of these things. Birdman sent him a message, and this black model, and doing these things, Birdman sent him a message. Birdman sent him a message on Facebook, and this black woman from Dallas, and all of this going on in Facebook. All of this going on in Facebook. Oh, Birdman sent him, but this black model girl getting to him on Facebook. Oh, yes, he did, and he gonna say he down from here to here. But I don't know what you hear on the streets. No, I see the messages. I see the message with this black model. And because Birdman said, who cares what I think? God cares what I think. But people, Birdman don't know. I'm on live me talking to people in Chicago, New York, and Boosie don't know. On live me growing bonds with New York and Brooklyn and Chicago and all the rest of that. But MO3 say, no, I've been talking to people too. And they act like they're the only one that can talk to people. And Boosie like he's the only one that can be big and everybody. No, man. They say your health is in danger. That can never be in danger. I know how to control. They say your health as a horoscope is in danger. My health can never be in danger. I know how to control that. My birthday in a couple of days. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna watch some movies or something, order a pizza, and just chill. Just chill and have a good time. My name is Hugh. My birthday is on the 12th. I'm enjoying my little birthday, and it's on Tuesday next week. So I'm actually gonna enjoy it. Watch a movie, go take a walk if it's a good day outside, and enjoy. I might go to church in the city, by the park, and go over there and sit in the little grass, give me a a little sheet, a little blanket, might just sit up there, get a little thing, get a little boombox and listen to the wind and enjoy it. Go sit in that little grass by church in the city over there and just enjoy it and sit down. Give me a little radio, listen to the sky music about the ocean, hear the oceans, and just hear peace and harmony. I might just do that on my birthday. Give me a, yeah, love you might do that too, yeah. So that's my main thing what I'm gonna do. Cause I got that little area and just gonna get a blanket, give me a little radio, but it's gonna be about I'm gonna play about the oceans and the whales and just hear things out because I already hear the wind and the earth atmosphere. I remember in Addison Park, I got a before I moved out of Addison, I got a it's so I sat under a tree and I played my music for a while and I had a blanket. And this is the most crucial part right here. And I had a blanket and everybody just I think this was in the daytime, everybody was at the park. And it felt so good out there to lay down that I fell asleep. I was like, hold up. It was the most comfortable moment. The wind was right. Everything was right. Yeah, you laughing. What you laughing about? One thing I tell people in relationship, and this is for the girl because she made me talk about this, and like we both made mistakes in as a kid, but when we allow jealousy in other people, and we both know my relationship as a team with her, and one relationship we both know it was going to be hard on us, and we know family was going to interfere and we know what we was getting into, and that's something we both know. And when Demir told me something, and I don't respect that, and that's the way he acted, and the people are not knowledge of what's going on here. So I will see y'all later, guys. Hope y'all have a good day. But Sky News, you talked about a good conversation in this particular. But if I go to your country and come over there, can the behavior changes? Can we understand those things? Now talking reckless.
We got the notice.
They tell you, I don't listen to horoscope. So, but nobody wants to deal with that, man. You know, nobody wants to deal with those things. I don't listen to horoscope, but that horoscope is kind of negative. I settle my problem, but that's the difference between that.